Alright, how's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And tonight, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Olixar case for the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. So I've been using this case for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on it, and that's what I'm going to share with everyone in this review. So hopefully by the end of this video, everyone knows whether or not this case is worth picking up. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now starting off, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design of the case. Now in terms of the overall build quality, this case is built primarily out of your TPU clear plastic material. And I have to say, Olixar did a great job with the build materials. This actually looks pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Talking about the overall design, you can see it's not really your rugged design. It's more of like a thin TPU. Alright, so pretty much the bare essentials are covered here with some really nice touches. So in terms of the overall build and design, I would have to say it is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Now moving on, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall fit and the overall feel. And this is where I feel Olixar did a pretty good job, no pun intended. But in terms of the fit, it goes on pretty much perfectly on the device. So you can see it snaps onto the device perfectly, and we got all of our appropriate cutouts exactly where they're supposed to be. So USB Type-C charging port and one of our microphones at the bottom, good stuff. And then we got our other microphone at the top and our 3.5mm headphone jack. Good stuff. We do have a really nice precision cutout for our power button, which also doubles as our fingerprint sensor. So good stuff there. And it works perfectly. So let me show y'all. Just rest my thumb down and it opens right up. Now I've been pressing it all day, but all I have to do is press it and it's going to open right up now. Okay, too many attempts right now, because I have been wiping the case down a lot. So a few too many attempts. But if I just open up the device and then we lock it back, and then it should work again. So again, all I gotta do is rest my thumb on it and you see it works no problem. Alright, boom. Now those too many attempts is because of how much I've been wiping it down today, and that's probably one downside to the case. But in terms of the overall fit, it is really, really good. Now, in terms of the overall feel, alright? Again, I really do like the feel of this case, but that's probably one of the downsides here, is although it adds a lot of necessary grip, it's still a little bit slippery in my opinion. So Olixar, maybe for the next iteration, you want to add a little bit more grippy material. But other than that, the overall feel of the case in my hands is pretty good indeed. Alright? So the overall fit and feel of the case is pretty good. I can't complain. Now, moving on, and let's talk about the overall protection. So you can see in terms of protection, we got fully protected volume rockers. Alright? And we do have really nice raised lips for all of our important components. So you can see for the camera module, we do have a really nice raised lip, so it takes it off of being flush with any surface. So if I rest my device on the back, don't have to worry about the camera modules getting scratched up. And you can see for the front, it does offer a really nice lip, okay? So even if I put the device face down, it's not actually making contact with my display. So that's really, really good in terms of the overall protection that this case provides. And in terms of protection, this case is also extremely fingerprint screen protector friendly. So that's really, really nice as well. And you can see I do have a nice quality screen protector on, and it fits and functions pretty much perfectly. So you can see it's almost aligned up perfectly. There's no bubbling, there's no fringing, it's not raising. It's actually a pretty much perfect fit. So in terms of screen protector friendliness, this case does a great job, and it's still super duper responsive, as you can see right there, almost as if I don't have a screen protector on my device. So really good stuff in my overall opinion. And in terms of the protection, it is top notch in my overall opinion as well. Okay, so that does it for the protection category. Now let's briefly run through the positives and the negatives of this case. Then we're going to talk about the pricing and get into my overall final thoughts and a recommendation or two. Now, talking about the positives, and this is pretty much a summary of everything that I've talked about throughout this video. As I said, I really do think the overall build quality and design is pretty good. The overall fit and feel is pretty good as well. The overall protection is top notch, and you're getting all of this for a really great price. Alright, so that summarizes all of the positives really quickly. Alright, now as I always do, I have a full list of the positives and the negatives thrown up in post. So as always, please feel free to pause when you see the list that you're interested in and check it out for yourself. And as I always say, I am not perfect and I don't claim to be. So if I miss a positive or I miss a negative of this case, please feel free to leave that feedback down below in the comments. All feedback is greatly appreciated. Just make sure you keep it respectful, please. Alright, so that does it for the positives, okay? So really good overall build quality and design, really good overall fit and feel, top-notch protection at a really great price. Now, moving on to the negatives, okay? And really, in my opinion, there's really only two negatives of this case. One I already briefly touched on, and one I'm going to get into right now. So negative number one is the fact that this case is extremely fingerprinty. You can see it right there. Once the light catches the camera right, you can see it's just a mess of fingerprints. So you got to keep you something to wipe it down on deck, especially if you want to enjoy how your device looks. You're going to be wiping it down thoroughly all throughout the day. Inside, outside, you name it. That's one of the reasons why my fingerprint sensor stopped working, because I'm constantly taking it out of the case to clean it, and then I'm accidentally pushing this fingerprint sensor. Alright, but that's negative number one. It's extremely fingerprinty. It's a fingerprint magnet. So I don't know what they can do to improve that, but they definitely need to do it. And negative number two, although, as I said, it does provide some necessary grip for my device, it's still a little bit more slipperier than I would like it to be, or a little bit more slippery than I would like it to be, because slippery is not a word, I don't think. So they definitely need to improve that as well. And in terms of negatives, y'all, that about does it. Alright? And in my overall opinion, the positives of this case vastly outweigh the negatives. Alright? Now, moving on, let's get into pricing, overall final thoughts, and recommendation time. Now, in terms of the pricing, as I said earlier, I did pick this up alongside the tempered glass screen protector, and I did purchase it using a gift card and a discount coupon. Thank you guys so much for continuing to use my affiliate links. That being said, we're not talking about the screen protector in this video. We're just talking about the case. Alright? So in terms of the case, in terms of availability and pricing, I picked up this bad boy from Amazon, and at checkout before taxes, it was $9.99. So essentially $10. Okay? And at that price of $10, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick this one up? I would have to say yes. If you're in the market for a fully protective case and you're not trying to break the bank, and you're not trying to break the bank, you really can't go wrong with this one. Okay? The only other negative that I probably forgot to mention about clear cases like this is the fact that they do yellow over time. It's just a side effect of using clear materials, especially plastic materials. Over time, it does yellow. I'll make sure I throw that up in the negative category. But other than that, I do feel like I can easily recommend this case. Alright? So, that pretty much does it for this video. As always, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video and or you found it helpful. If you did enjoy the video and or you found it helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you would like to see more content like this, also feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. As always, if this video piqued your interest, all the links to where y'all can pick up this case as well as any other recommended accessory will be available and linked up down below in the video description. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Alright? This whole video here this evening was recorded using the primary 16 megapixel camera on the Motorola Moto G Power in 1080p 30 FPS with no external microphone hooked up. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is greatly appreciated, and keep it respectful, please. I hope everyone is having a great evening. I hope everyone is staying safe out there, and I will catch everyone in my next video. We are out of here. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.